Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Because I'm doing more because I'm having a wonderful day. I know it's dark. I know we're in a different place than usual. We're trying to get some charge. We're trying to charge because I want to be able to play the tournament, and I have to be able to film for 2 more hours, which I don't know if I'm gonna do it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try my best to do it, but it's gonna be complex. It's gonna be complicated. So today we're talking about one of my favorite game, which is Zelda's Majora's Mask, and it's gonna be a short video. It's just a video to show how much of a nerd I am and how akin. And I know what you're saying, dude. There's no way. How akin Majora's Mask is to Alice in Borderland, in Wonderland. So if you don't know what Majora's Mask is a part of the Zelda series. So the Zelda series started with Skyward Sword. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm talking about Ocarina of Time, which is the beginning of the timeline. So it's so fucking funny. So the first timeline is Ganon is sealed, which is the one we're interested in. So there's a couple of games in this one. The first game is Majora's Mask. The second game is Twilight Princess. Right? Right? Ganon isn't defeated. He is sealed. The second timeline, right? We got the hero is defeated, which is give us I think it's giving us Wind Waker and I don't really know, but the one that we're interested, A Link to the Past, and I don't remember. It's been so long. I know I'm not a gamer anymore. I used to be a gamer that knew everything, but now I don't. But this is not really a video game. This is more so a analogy to Alice in Wonderland. So Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorites book. It's one of my favorites art. Is because it's so special. It's a story about a girl that has a shitty life and she falls into a hole, and because she falls into a hole, she discovered this new world, and the whole thing is what world is really right. So with Majora's Mask, we have the same thing. So he goes into search. So it's complex. Link in Majora's Mask is depressed because, and you have to understand it. So it's such a beautiful story. So Link plays the whole Ocarina of Time. He becomes an adult, and because he becomes an adult, he is able to say, okay, well, I saved the world. He beats Ganon, but then he come back to being a child. So what he has to do is there's a secret prison beneath the Master Sword. The Master Sword has to choose you. Not everybody is able to raise the Master Sword except for you. So as long as you trapped, oh my god, it's so complex. It's so complex. So the story of Ocarina is so complex. I should do this as a video also. I should do this as a video also. So this is actually a really cool video to do. So the principle of Ocarina of Time is you go there, you are a children of the forest, a Kokiri. Then you learn that you're not really a Kokiri. You were never a Kokiri to begin with. A Kokiri are a race. So they could treat like you. You're an alien. Go see Princess Zelda and tell her the world's in danger, and tell her that Ganon is danger. So then you go and see Zelda and like, yo, this guy that you think is good is not good. And Zelda's like, yeah, I know, he's an asshole. So she's like, there's only one way to defeat him, and it's the Master Sword. So then you go see the Goron who holds a piece of a part of the key. You see the Zora as part of the key. You change, but then because you open up the sacred realm, Ganon used the opportunity to steal the Triforce, right? Oh no, it's not true. That's not true. You go see Zelda, and she's like, "Yo, if we want to win, we have to get the three fairies, the Triforce, and the Triforce will allow us to save Hyrule." So then you open a door, and then basically Ganondorf, what he does, Ganon is like, "Fuck that, um, I'm gonna be the guy to have the Triforce." Now the Triforce is a god, so oh my god, my god. The Triforce is three goddess. Din, Nairu, and I don't remember the green one. But basically they have this and they create the world. Nairu is responsible for the sky and the laws. Din is responsible for the earth and everything else. And the last one, she's responsible for the forest and life. So then the Triforce is supposed to have a wish. However, it sees Ganondorf and it doesn't seem worthy. So the Triforce separates in three pieces. The first piece, which is power, goes to Ganon. Second piece, which is wisdom, goes to Zelda. Third piece that goes to courage goes to Link. right? But then Ganon can steal the pieces. If he kills Zelda, he gets a piece. And if he kills Link, he gets a piece. So then Link is a kid. So a sage, which is in the Secret Temple, he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna save you." So he does is he entraps Link as a he entraps Link's as a kid, and he trains him for 7 years. So when you become adult Link, and adult Link is able to save Hyrule. But long story short, you lose 100 years of your life, right? So then you kill Ganon, you beat Ganon, right? And then with Ganon, you're like, fuck, we need to seal him. So he's like, we're gonna seal him in the Temple of Light, which is where you were sealed yourself. And then you have to put the Master Sword in, so you're a child again. And then they're telling you like, yo, there's no way you can. How can I say this? There's no one can defeat him otherwise. So Link's get trapped, and Link's get trapped is like, okay, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do? So then, in Majora's Mask, Nairu is a fairy, and the fairy is kind of funny. The fairy is supposed to be around Kokiri, but because she's following Link, she says, well, so it's kind of intended. It's never said in the story. It said if Link's fulfill this mission, you'll die. You're not gonna be around anymore. Not because we don't need you, but because Link has fulfilled his mission. So then Link fulfills his mission and she leaves. But Link doesn't want, because Link is depressed. He's like, nobody knows what I did. Nobody knows how much I suffered. Nobody knows my truth, except for Navi. So we go to hunt for Navi. Ends up in the Lost Forest. So there's a theory that Link is dead because he's safe for 3 days, which is becoming a Stalfos. The Lost Forest, if you lost yourself in it, you'll die. A simple thing. So he ends up falling into a hole. He ends up in Termina, right? And Termina is very different. Termina is very different because there's giants. There's different goddess. The 3 gods, the Triforce, it's not worship here. It is people hate the Triforce. So it's complex. The Termina, oh my god, so it's such a bad story. But I'll do a video about that after, which is a good idea. So in Majora's Mask, the Termina is a land that's destroyed. People are like, yo, fuck the Hyrule. They have the better life. They have the best place. They have the most beautiful plane. It's a really nice place to be. Termina's kind of shitty, right? So they're like, okay, well, we're gonna go and we're gonna conquer Hyrule. So they hate the goddess. There's 4 giants which are worship. There is every single characters are a character that you met in Hyrule. So the reason for that is because they wanted to make another game with Nintendo 64 because it was such a good console. Like, I don't know if we can start another game from zero. So what they ended up doing was like, okay, well, we can't start a game from zero, so we'll start a game from having the characters and having the items. The items are similar, right? Even the Biggoron sword plays like the fairy sword. So then you play the game, and it's funny because there's only 3 people that went to Hyrule and Termina. The Skull Kid, which is the bad guy, you, which is the hero, and that Happy Mask Salesman, Happy Mask Salesman is kind of like a god, right? It's a very weird character. But then Link falls into a hole, which is Alice in Wonderland. Just like Alice in Wonderland. Now the question for why is, what is the right place? Was Termina the right reality, or was Hyrule the right reality? Alice in Wonderland, the story is, it's a girl that she hates her life. She falls into a hole. There's shocking rabbits. The world is different. But then what if that was the reality? What if the world that she was living in before was made up? Right? And that's it. In Alice in Wonderland, people will say that she never got out of the Wonderland. She never got out of this reality. So with Link, after he leaves that, they say that because he's dead, he finished his mission. So the coolest theory ever is that Link is dead, right? And because Link is dead, he has a limbo. So if he saves Termina, he's gonna be able to go to heaven. And if he doesn't save it, he goes to hell, right? The Termina works very differently. Again, the god, and you can play a Song of Time and rewind time. So you're like this. There's different rules to the world, which is, I think, makes Termina not real. But long story short, it is so cool that a story like Alice in Wonderland affected one of my favorite game. Doesn't matter which one is real, Hyrule or Termina. I want Hyrule to be real because Hyrule is awesome. But even then, if it's Termina, it's still a good place to be. You know. What else? I think that's pretty much it, to be honest. I just wanted to put out the theory that Zelda Majora's Mask and Odyssey of Wonderland were super similar.